Hey, so we're in McIndoe Falls, Vermont. Hey, it's Mike from Hillside Hives. If you want to follow along with me, you know about this swarm that we're in the process of on day 3 to catch this swarm. It's a big one and it's way up in the the second floor roof area. And so I'm gonna post a picture a little bit later about what we had to do. We just had to do a little cutout, but we're gonna, right there they are in that little box. You know, we got most about 75%. I'm hoping the queen is in there. There's still a lot of bees in the garage here that are kind of clustering around up in that one area. But we're gonna go take these home, and then actually I left some honey from them up here in McIndoe Falls. And then what we're gonna do is we're going to come back in a couple days. We're gonna collect the rest of these up. Hopefully they'll cluster up in that area. We'll go in an evening and we'll take them out in that cluster, because it was pretty good once they cluster together. Now they're just all over the place. We can't get them. Even if the bee vac would be hard because they're everywhere. So we got most of them back here. I'm hoping they're going to go into a 10 frame when we get home. Beautiful day here in Vermont. McIndoe Falls, Vermont is a really pristine little community. It's really cute. It's just only about 10 miles, 15 miles from Woodsville, so just up the road on the other side of the river. So I'll show you about putting these bees into the 10 frame when we get home. And then we really got to go through the process of doing a 2-to-1 sugar solution, because there's no comb, there's no honey, there's nothing for these bees, and it's September 3rd or 4th, something like that. So we got to get these bees going. So it's going to be a 2-to-1 sugar solution inside the hive, checking it every day. They're going to have their own feed. So let's get back to Woodsville and get these bees set up. All right, so we're about halfway home. I wanted to show you the view. Oh, gorgeous. But this is why Sue won't go with me. We got escape bees. Escape bees! They're not going to bother us. They're not going to bother us at all. So they're looking for exit. They go to the windows. If a bee is escaping the car, they go to the windows. But you can see I have it secured down really good back there. Oh, don't mind my messy car. There's a lot of stuff holding that into place. I have the bee secured down with that orange ratchet thing. I learned that the hard way. You got to secure the bees down here, because I don't want, there's, you know, a couple thousand bees here. You don't want them in your car. A couple getting out aren't going to hurt you. But let's look at this view. Wait, let's see if I can turn it around. Okay, look at this view. Oh, that's gorgeous. Way back in the distance, you can see the White Mountains in New Hampshire. So we're in Vermont. So beautiful day in Vermont. I gotta say Vermont, because right over there, for my friends who aren't from this area, that little mountain over there, that's New Hampshire. So we're right on the border. We live on the border. I'm on Route 5 in Vermont, between Wells River and Reigate. So if you ever want to visit the area, but look at gorgeous view. We only got a couple miles, maybe like 2-3 miles, and we're going to be back to the apiary. All right, I had to show you the view. All right, be back when we're home. Okay, friends, we're back at Hillside Hives here in Woodsville, and the bees made it they did really good. Well, only a few escaped. It's very humid this morning here. I'll have to show you as soon as I'm done putting these bees in that we caught. I'll show you the rest of the girls. They're all kind of hanging out outside their hive. What they're doing is they're trying to cool off their hive because it's very humid. We're actually filming right next to Beatrice. No, I get them mixed up all the time. This is Phoebe for Sam and Jenny, who adopted 2 of the hives here. So this is Phoebe. I had to add another box yesterday, and I'm going to show you Phoebe's girls out here hanging out. And actually, Beatrice's aren't too bad. They're right above. I had to separate them. They were being bad. So I'll show you that in a minute. Let's get these bees in here. So I can't see because of the sun, but in here is the bees that we just got up in McIndoe Falls. So we're going to get them into their new home here. See how they do. Maybe I should get my gloves. Tons of bees. Let's get these bees in here. Something funky with some comb here. Oh boy. See, I had comb in here and it just started falling off. So let's get rid of that. The comb melted out. Let's get rid of that. These bees have been in here one day, and you can see they're starting to make their own comb. Beautiful. A little messy right now. Comb that I have on here already, it's a little bit warped. It got a little hot up in that garage. But they're starting to build their own comb. They know what to do. This is comb that we had on there. Let's get this comb off. This is comb that they tried to build. This is drawn comb that I already had. And look at, they're cleaning all that out. They're cleaning it out. Where's the back? This is that was melting. Let's get the bees in here. Look at all the more bees in here. Can you see them? We got to get them in here. Oh, we got a piece of comb. Let's get rid of this. Don't need any messes. These bees are gentle. Bees, when you first get them in the swarm, are pretty gentle because they haven't established this as their home. As soon as they do, then they're going to get a little bit more like bees. Want to get as many of these bees out as possible. I'm going to leave this here because the rest of those bees will just go up. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need 3 more deep frames in here, which I have to put in because these bees are going crazy. I have to put it in today. Let's get this closed up. Let's get this opened up. Let's open this up first so they know where to get in. I nailed it in pretty good. This was just... in case I had to put them in this bigger box. Okay, so this we're going to leave here. This is sugar water, 2 to 1. This is going to be replaced every day because we got to build these girls up. Now, I hope this is going to be tall enough. I only have a shallow. I don't think it's going to work. Oh, it's going to work. Now, get out of here. Go, right out. So what we need to do is get this roof on. Go. Shush. Now this is an oversized roof. I built this roof last year for a winter for 2 5 frames to put together through the winter. So that's why this is bigger than average. So I'll change that out. That's just the only one I had. Now look at down there. Let's get you closer. So they're fanning there. And they're saying, this is our home, girls. They're telling their sisters to come in here. This could be their new home. I did this one a little bit differently. Actually, let me back up. Look at these other bees. They're orienting to where they are. They were just in McIndoe Falls, 13 miles away. And now they're trying to figure out, where are we? They're trying to figure out they're in Woodsville. Which way is north, east, south, and west. This is a easterly facing, probably northeast. You can tell the sun, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. The sun's coming through now. I put it this way on purpose. All those bees are going in. Pretty sure the queen is in here. It's just a wait and see. We have some bees left up at McIndoe Falls that I left some honey. And I'm gonna take this back up in a couple days, and we're gonna get the rest of those bees. About a handful left. It was not enough. I mean, they were all scattered. It wasn't, I couldn't even use a vacuum because they were just everywhere. So we're gonna let them cluster. Let's look at here for Sam and Jenny. Phoebe. Look at Phoebe's girls out here. They're hot. They're trying to cool off the hive. I just added a medium box yesterday because they were making a little bit of honey. Let's go through the Russians are over here. They're not out today. But oh, look at this hive over here. This is Beatrice. They're not hanging out too much. But my other two Italians, they're hot. You know, I just added boxes on these yesterday, so they have plenty of room, but look at these girls. They're hanging out here. It's called bearding down here. It's just a little warm for them. These girls have filled up this one with honey. They're gonna work. I just added this yesterday. So I didn't go through this one. I'm not gonna say I'm a new beekeeper. I'm this naturalist, which sometimes is good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes you go through these and you want to make sure there's not too much honey down here because they get what's called honeybound, which means they have too much honey down here and there's not enough room for the queen to lay eggs. I just let, I minimally will disturb these hives, which might be right, might be wrong, I don't know. But they look like they're doing good. Looking down over the hill, the Saskatraz needed another hive because they had started filling their, or another hive. They needed another box yesterday because they started filling this top one up with honey. So I added a medium. We're in a good honey flow now, a lot of goldenrod out. So hopefully this next month they build up with honey. And I didn't go, remember I said I was gonna go in this Warray hive, that top box. I didn't do it, I didn't disturb it. I have to go in later on this week, but they look like they're doing good. So let's look down over the, this is a new hive. Looks like they're getting oriented and figuring out life in the big city. They went from the little village to the big city of Woodsville. All right, that's it. Let's we'll follow up with them in a couple days.